Hello and welcome to CSC540. This course is devoted to professional, ethical, legal, operational, managerial, and strategic issues surrounding the use of information communication technologies in organizations. The most important goal of this course is to prepare leaders who are both effective and ethical for the digital age. The kind of leaders that can lead other people, organizations, and maybe entire communities in effective and ethical use of information and communication technologies that can actually benefit those people, organizations, and communities. So that's the most important goal. My name is Dr. Vlad Krotov, and I will be your primary instructor for this course. The reason I'm saying I'm your primary instructor is that this course is co-taught with Dr. Robert Pilgrim. I'm the lead instructor for this course, which means I'm on the front end, so most of the questions, issues, and topics will be delivered to you through me, although there's quite a bit of work that will be also performed by Dr. Pilgrim on the background related to content, grading, and other matters. So once again, welcome. It's a pleasure for us to have you here in our course. Now, before I say anything else, I would like to emphasize that this introduction video is not meant to replace the syllabus. As you well know, a syllabus is a very important document that outlines the content, grading procedures, expectations towards students and their work in this course. So it is very important that you spend some time reading the syllabus, pretty much every section, because all of those sections are very important. So once again, this video will not replace the syllabus. You still need to read the syllabus. You still need to cover the syllabus on your own. Now, what this video is meant to do, it is meant to help you get started with the content of this course, with the way the course is set up on Canvas. The course is pretty much published. It's available in Canvas already through its entirety. However, I deactivated some of the modules because we're still fine-tuning them to make those modules more convenient and intuitive and hopefully valuable and useful for you. But the front part of this course has been published already in Canvas, and that's what I'm trying to do with this video. I would like to show you how to get started with this course in Canvas. So let me show you how this course is structured and laid out so you can start working on it once the semester starts. So here I'm in our course page. Everything will be published here. As you can see, this course has a very linear format, very linear layout. So what it means you start at the top right here and you proceed all the way to the bottom. So the last item that you will cover in this course will be probably final exam. Okay, so start at the top and then continue going down, and all items that you need to work on, they're posted here, and all items that are for a grade, such as quizzes, individual assignments, online discussions, they are also posted here with an appropriate deadline attached to them. Okay. Now things may change as we proceed through the semester, depending on how things are going, depending on some contingencies. I may change the layout a little bit. I may change the deadline, but I never do it in a way that puts students in a difficult situation. I mean, if I change the deadline, most likely I will extend it. I'm not gonna make this deadline sooner because I know it can create a lot of issues on your end. And whenever I'm making any kind of changes, whenever there is an important announcement or an important event in this course, I'm posting an announcement here at the top of the page. So please pay attention to those announcements. Please change your settings, depending on your preferences, so that you receive those announcements to your email or to your cell phone, so whatever you prefer. Although if you enable that feature of sending something to your cell phone, please keep in mind that sometimes I post those announcements late at night, so you may get disturbed by that. So figure out what works for you. And I promise, I know that nowadays students are getting a lot of spam in the form of emails, Canvas messages. I promise that I will not overload you with spam. I will try to stick to only important announcements. Every week I will send you an announcement kind of telling you what needs to be done for that week, what's the agenda for this week, and if there's any kind of important event coming up, such as a exam, or there's any kind of change to deadlines, I will also post an announcement about that. So please pay attention to my announcements. Okay. Now, so you start at the top And here the course is broken down in terms of modules. This is how I call those sections that you see. So here you see the first module that needs to be covered by January 17th, which is the end of Friday of the first week of the semester. So this module is really, I mean, it doesn't require any kind of academic work. It's more about getting started with this course, familiarizing yourself with the syllabus, with the instructor, with the content of this course. But nevertheless, it's something that's very important, because it's important to be familiar with the content of this course, with its layout, with its procedures from the very beginning. So please spend some time on this module and do a good job in all of the sections. At the top of every module, I have a discussion thread posted. So those discussion threads is where you can post questions or comments in relation to the content of the entire module. So they're at the top, which means that they cover the entire module. Pretty much anything, you know, if you have a question about any item in this module, post your questions here, okay? Now, those should be more like content-related questions. If you have something personal, you know, something that is not related to other people, let's say something related to your personal issues that you're facing, then you're free to send me an email. But if it's something related to the content of this course, something that other people can benefit from, because as you know, if you have a question, maybe other people have a similar question or the same question. So please post your questions here. I'll try to be very diligent when it comes to checking your questions and responding to them promptly. Also, feel free to respond to other people's questions, because sometimes, you know, sometimes maybe I'm traveling or I'm busy, and if you know the answer, feel free to respond to other students. Okay. So start at the top. So you started here. You're watching this intro video, right? After that, you need to read the syllabus. You know, I'm about to post it here, so there will be a file below. Then please visit our YouTube channel. So when you click on the link, it will open a YouTube channel that I set up for this course. And as of now, this channel contains all chapter presentations for this course except one. I think one or two are missing. I'm still, and those chapters will be covered towards the end of the semester, so I have some time to upload them. Subscribe if you wish. You know, some students are subscribing to this YouTube channel in case there are any updates, new videos posted, they can get a notification to their email. Although it's not necessary, I'm not requiring you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's not that interesting. It's not that fun. Now, read my Instructor Bio, please. It's more of an optional item. I will not have exam questions that ask you about some aspects of my bio or my professional background. It's more for you if you're interested in finding out more about the primary instructor behind this course. As long as you remember my name and you know my email address, you should do fine in this course. Also, we have a Slack channel for this course. Jumping forward a little bit, let me just tell you a couple of things. I do want everybody to join this channel, okay? Sometimes those things that I have in mind, they don't work out well in practice, but what I'm trying to say is that I have several ideas as to how this channel will be used, okay? Now, for now, let's not try to use this channel for course content related questions and answers. Although who knows? I mean, if people become so comfortable with this channel, they want to ask those questions there. I'm okay with that too. Okay, but for now, let's agree that if you have if you have a question related to the content of this course, like a particular topic or assignment, then post them here in Canvas. My primary goal for this channel is to use this channel for a group work. When you read the syllabus, you will find out more about the group project that you will have for this course. This group project involves creating a strategic information systems plan. So we'll coordinate group work primarily through this channel. There will be a number of other tools used for coordinating group work, such as Trello boards. We will also cover the Scrum methodology. That's the methodology we'll be using for organizing our interactions at the team level. So for now, just join that Slack channel, SAP. You know, it will take you, less than 1 minute, and then we'll see how it goes and where it will take us. Maybe we'll if people find it useful, we'll use this channel as our primary communication platform for this course. Okay, so once you're done with that, with all those materials, take this module quiz. Each quiz contains between 10 and 30 questions, depending on how big a module is. So if there's a big vast topic such as project management, maybe your quiz will have 20 or 30 questions. All of my quizzes are timed, so if you have 20 questions, you have 20 minutes to complete it. I just don't want people to spend too much time thinking about those questions. Just 1 minute per question, that's it. I know students, they find quizzes stressful, but something that hopefully will make you feel more at ease is that there's not too much weight devoted to those quizzes. In total, only 10% of your grade is based on those quizzes, but at the same time, I don't want those quizzes to be like free of any weight, because I want people to keep up with this course. I want people to show me that they are reading everything that is posted to our course modules. And also those quizzes, they sort of prepare you for exams that have a much greater weight. Our midterm and final exam have a combined weight of 30%. So the questions, the multiple choice and true-false questions that you will see on those quizzes, they're fairly identical to the ones that you will see during exam. By identical, I don't mean the same questions in terms of content. I'm just saying the format, right? The format of those questions will be the same. So if you're taking those quizzes and you're consistently getting bad grades, this is a early warning for you that something needs to be changed in order for you to do well on the midterm and final exam, because this is where your grade will actually suffer if you do not do well. So take this quiz, and then once you take this quiz, once you familiarize yourself with the content of this module, you take the quiz to show me that you have familiarized yourself with the content, you should be able to participate in our online discussions that are also graded, and they carry a rather heavy weight. I think a total of 20% of your grade depends on those online discussions, because I do want people to be very involved in this course when it comes to sharing their ideas, commenting on other people's ideas and comments. So I want you to be deeply involved. As the syllabus says, this grade is subjective. We'll be using our own judgment to tell you to determine whether your contribution to a particular online discussion is valuable or not. But just to give you some rough guidelines, at the minimum for every online discussion, maybe with the exception of this one where I'm just asking you to introduce yourself, for every online discussion, you need to do at least 2 comments. Number 1, you need to share your own thoughts, saying this is what I think about this topic. And number 2, you need to make at least 1 response or 1 comment on other people's thoughts, right? So tell us what you think and tell other people what you think about their thoughts, okay? So at the minimum, you need to make 2 comments. Of course, you're welcome to make more than 2 comments if you have more things to say or to share. But again, please keep in mind that both quantity and quality matter. Just because you post a lot, it doesn't mean that you'll get a good grade for this discussion. So try to find a balance. I mean, you don't have to you don't have to be posting all day and commenting on people's comments all day. But at the same time, you need to make thoughtful, valuable, interesting contribution to every online discussion that we have. Now, for this online discussion, I'm just asking you to introduce yourself. Just tell us, hello, my name is John Smith. My name is Jane Doe. I'm a senior student majoring in computer science. Those are my hobbies. Those are my professional interests. Anything that you feel will help other people to understand better who you are and what kind of interest you have. So just introduce yourself here, please. And then just tell me your thoughts about the course. What do you think? Okay. Now, you don't have to praise the course. I mean, I'm not going to reduce your grade if you say something critical. So healthy criticism, the one that is not insulting, where you're saying, oh, I hate this course, you're really a bad instructor. I mean, those comments, they're not, I mean, I'm not going to punish you with a lower grade for that, but those are not those are not comments that contain healthy criticism. But if you tell me like what exactly you're concerned about or what exactly you like or don't like, that will be very helpful to me. So be honest. I mean, it's not gonna somehow impact my attitude or impact your grade in this course. So share your thoughts here. And then once you're done with this course, start with this module, start looking at other modules. So they have a very similar layout. So here I'm asking you during the first week to cover the first chapter from our course textbook. Again, if you have any general questions about this module, I'm talking about the content, you can post them here in this discussion thread. So you'll start by covering chapter 1 from our textbook. The detailed bibliography for this textbook is in the syllabus. And this is, you have several options for covering those chapters. One way to do it is to watch my video presentation through YouTube. So I'm using slides, chapter slides, to give you my take, my interpretation of the chapter. Now, if you don't like my squeaky voice with a heavy Eastern European accent, if you would rather read something, then you can get a textbook and you can read this chapter yourself instead of listening to my video presentation. Speaking about the textbook, again, it's in the syllabus. The textbook is a bit outdated, but I am doing it on purpose because I don't want to buy the latest, I don't want to assign the latest version of a textbook for any course because it will cost a lot of money to students, and this is something I'm concerned about. So just yesterday I checked how much you need to spend to buy a used copy of this textbook on the internet, like through Amazon, and it's around $10. So if you want to buy this, like if you're on a budget and you want to have this textbook, then buy it used, right? So it should work fine. And in that case, you will study those chapters on your own by reading them, and you will avoid the torture of listening my voice for 1 or 2 hours for every chapter. Because I think a typical chapter has like a 1 hour video presentation or video lecture by me, okay? Although I know that most people, they're using my video lectures. So they use my video lectures and then they use slides to review. You can do the same thing with the actual textbook. You can read the chapter and then you can use my slides to review for a quiz or for exam. And the slides are posted here. So once you cover chapter 1, regardless of which channel you use for covering this chapter, take chapter 1 quiz to show me that you understand the main ideas from this chapter. And then you should be able to start our online discussion. So here we have an article by Nicholas Carr. He's a very well-known thinker in the domain of information systems, technology management. So he published a very provocative article back in 2003 in Harvard Business Review. And this is where he said that information technology has become more of a commodity, similar to electricity and water. He was trying to make a case that companies, that organizations cannot use information technology to get ahead of others. So read his argument, read his article, and tell me what you think. So I'm asking you, so there are some additional instructions for this online discussion. So what do you think about his argument? Do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree with this main assertion that IT has become a commodity and cannot be used for competitive advantage? So once again, 2 things. Share your own thoughts. At the minimum, share your own thoughts. Also, at the minimum, make a comment on other people's thoughts. You're welcome to make more contributions than that. Okay, but again, quality and quantity count. So after you're done with this module, you can move to the second module that talks about computer hardware and software, and also telecommunications. I'm asking you to cover those modules back to back because they should be easy for you. I mean, it's a very a basic introductory overview of technology. It talks about the main hardware components of personal computers, mainframes. It talks about the history of computing. It talks about the main types of software, applications, programming languages. I'm sure there are some areas in that discussion where you have a very broad knowledge, maybe especially when it comes to programming languages and software. So that's why I don't believe it will be a very tedious topic for you to cover. You should probably do it very quickly. Some students tell me that they put my video presentation on fast forward, like they increase the speed by 2 to quickly go through it or something like that. So you're welcome to do that. But again, make sure you take quizzes and make sure you contribute to online discussions. For example, for this module that talks about hardware and software, I posted a rather controversial, provocative excerpt from an interview by Elon Musk. And in this interview, he's basically saying that humans will, because of the development of artificial intelligence, humans will soon become biological hardware/software components of that global AI information system. And the way I interpret his argument, that it can go both ways. It can greatly enhance our intelligence. It can greatly enhance our capabilities as humans, or it can make us slaves of that artificial intelligence machines where we are just obeying what the system is telling us, and we cannot really distinguish right from wrong because all those decisions are subconsciously inserted into our brains, and we act in accordance with those insertions or code that artificial intelligence embeds in our brain. By the way, collectively, this vision is called Singularity, where technology becomes, the hypothesis of Singularity means that the computing architecture will become so powerful, it will develop at such a rapid pace that humans will kind of lose control, lose track of what's happening. So that's what people usually call the singularity hypothesis, and different people explain them in different ways. One person that has been publishing books about this hypothesis and talking about it for a long time is Ray Kurzweil. He's a very well-known technology futurist and thinker, although I find him a bit boring. He works for Google nowadays, so you can also watch his YouTube discussions on singularity. I feel like Elon Musk delivers the same message in a much more concise, dramatic, and insightful way. So that's why I post Elon Musk formulation of singularity, although he's not the person especially known for that. So watch his interview and then let us know what you think. Again, there are some additional hints as to what I'm expecting for this discussion. So tell me, do you believe in the singularity hypothesis? Does it sound persuasive? Do you think it will happen? When? If you think it will happen, do you think humans will become somehow enslaved by this powerful computing paradigm or information system that is powered by artificial intelligence? So let us know what you think. And then you will proceed through other chapters like telecommunications. Again, it should be a very easy chapter for you. For this chapter, I'm asking you, for this module, I'm asking you to cover chapter 3, take chapter 3 quiz, read my article on the Internet of Things paradigm, and tell me whether any business ideas emerge in your head after reading this article. So this is how all modules will be posted. Again, I'm still adjusting and fine-tuning some of the modules, and I don't want to post all of them at once because that may be a bit confusing if I start making changes. So for now, we posted like 4 weeks worth of materials, and within the next week or two we'll post most of the remaining modules. So you should, within the first month of the semester, you should have the entire course in front of you so that you will know how to proceed. Okay. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video: how to get started, how to proceed in this course. By the way, I know that if you're, I think all of you who are taking this course online, you're still more face-to-face students, and the same applies to me. I'm a regular instructor here, so I'm on campus at least 4 days a week. So if you believe that online communication somehow is failing for you, then you're free to send me an email and come to my office physically. Okay. When we do group work, I will also give you this option I will discuss it with you. I will also give you this option of meeting with your team members and me at least every 2 weeks, so that we catch up with things face to face. Although it is not required. I mean, I will listen to what you have to say, and if you don't want to meet face to face with me or with my team members, that's also fine. I'll give you a channel, an option for managing your communications and work without the need to meet face to face. Okay. All I'm trying to say that if you get lost in that online space that we have for this course, feel free to meet with me face to face. I'll show you how to catch up, what to do, and things like that. So that's all I had to say. So once again, thank you for signing up for this course. It's a pleasure for us to have you here with us for the duration of 1 semester. I wish you best of luck, not only with this course, but with all other courses that you're taking this semester. So I hope you have a very fun and productive semester in spring 2020. Thank you for listening.